Holland Taylor is a Tony nominee and Emmy winner known for her roles in The Practice, Legally Blonde, and 2.5 Men.
And so many other things as well. And now Holland is taking on a powerful new role as the first female Speaker of the House in the off-Broadway play. It's called N.A. Holland, it's so good to see you.
It's lovely to see you, you guys.
So happy you're here.
Do you seek out powerful women? Is that like your genre?
I don't know why I'm always offered them.
Yes.
I am not particularly. I'm kind of on my back foot and, you know, I'm unsure in lots of circumstances.
We don't feel that way about you.
Well, I get those roles, so people believe what they see, and then I just cruise through situations, the doors part.
That's how it works. You know. So tell us about this play, because it's loosely based on some actual people.
Well, it sort of takes Nancy Pelosi and AOC as the kicking off point for the characters, but it's really about the dialogue between them. And I got offered this play, and I just had a shoulder replacement. I thought, I can't really do a play.
Yeah.
And I read it. I got up to page maybe 30 before I called my agent and said, whatever you have to do, make sure that I am in this play.
Wait, what was it about?
I've never read such dialogue. And it was electrifying, because it's really like Nancy Pelosi and AOC as an evocation of the characters that are these two different generations, 3 generations apart, with their differing political views, even though they're the same party, and they clash and they talk and they fight and then they become sensitive to each other and then fight again. And it was so gripping just to read. I thought, I have to be in this. But it's not really about the people. It's about their dialogue. And it's electrifying.
Sort of what's between them, right?
Yes, and the space between them and how they navigate it. And also it's about politics. Whereas, you know, when I did Anne, that was about the person, period. Not about politics at all. This is about the politics and the dialogue. And also, you know, the atmosphere of the country. Different factions that are happening in the country. I mean, it was very satisfying to be in this play.
You talked about Anne. You're talking about Anne Richards for people who...
Right.
But that was such a beautiful kind of high point in your career.
That was. Well, that was a personal mission, really. I was really struck by a need to do that play. And this is, well, definitely, this is personally very satisfying. It's very exciting to do it. But this is, a great job in the theater.
Did you meet Nancy Pelosi?
I have met her a couple of times, and certainly, like, for instance, I got this play so recently that it was all I could do to learn it, because it's very complex. I couldn't do any personal research on Nancy because it's not about her particularly. But I've seen her for 30-some years, 35 years, and I have a feel for her, I think. And she's definitely evoked in this play, and AOC is definitely evoked.
Can we go back to what you said? You said you get all these powerful roles, but you sort of sometimes feel back-footed a little bit.
I'm not that assertive, and I'm not certainly aggressive, and I'm not bossy.
You're not?
How do you I don't believe I am.
But do you do stand up for yourself?
I suppose so. I suppose so. Being older sort of helps in a way, because, you just don't put up with certain things that as a young person you would. You just don't. And it's not even takes any effort. You're just like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Not going to happen.
And you don't think about it again, right? Like, it's not like you're worried about saying no.
No. You do a lot of things differently when you're older.
Do you feel like the industry has changed since you've been in it? Because this play is a lot
God,
about...
I can't imagine being a young person wanting to get into show business now. Even when I came in, I mean, you auditioned for every Broadway show. It was busy, but there weren't that many thousands of people wanting to be actors. I mean, I couldn't imagine doing it today. So challenging.
How do you like doing the morning show? Because I was just binging that, and I love you in that.
First of all, the writing is so great on that show. And it was so interesting and provocative. And the stuff I had to do with Nicole Beharie was really memorable. It was really, really worth doing, really interesting to do and challenging. And I usually play opposite Billy Crudup. I have no problem.
You know what? You can tell how excited you are about all these new roles. I mean, there's a curiosity. Is that what it takes to, like, keep going in our business?
I think it's what it takes to keep going in life.
Any business.
Be curious, and I don't have to make any effort. I am naturally very curious, and on a broad subject of things. I also have ADD, so if I can easily be distracted from one thing, oh look, a chicken. Whatever flows by, I think, oh, that's interesting. You know, if I'm picking up a book that's just cluttering a table, and I walk across the room and I turn it, and I go, huh. And I find myself sitting down reading the book.
Oh, I love that. The other thing that's so clear is how funny you are.
Yeah.
I mean, you have been in some of the comedy greats.
I have.
Like Legally Blonde, which is still relevant all these years
Oh,
later.
yes, Legally Blonde. That was a wonderful picture to do.
Yeah.
I remember the experience very, very well. Professor Stromwell.
You had a great role.
Absolutely.
Loved it.
But, you know, a big wiseacre brain. Great.
And can we say congrats, too, to your partner, Sarah Paulson, when she won that Tony?
yes.
Were you, like, busting?
I mean, I just went crazy.
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
I was very nervous because, you know, awards can turn out any old way.
Yeah.
I think she certainly deserved it. I think it was the performance of the season.
It was amazing.
And I know she wanted it. I mean, how can you not want to win the Best Actress Tony Award on Broadway?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I thought, she's just got to do that. I willed it, and fortunately it came true. And I was overjoyed.
She's a delight.
We saw her in that, and she was just spectacular.
Isn't that a great?
By the way, I interviewed her once on the set, and I laughed hysterically and ruined the whole interview. Literally, I couldn't look at her. I didn't even. She was talking
about funny.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
People don't realize how funny she is when she comes on these shows. She's so goofy and crazy.
Yeah.
And
well, we're so happy that you're here. Congrats on your show.
Come back.
I hope you come see it.
We want to.
I'll tell you, you will be electrified.
Yeah.
It's it's a two-hander, which is a very special breed of show. And Anna Villafane plays the AOC character, and I'm the Nancy Pelosi character.
It's just the two of you?
Just two of you.
Just two of us, and it's crackling. I mean, this girl is great. So you get the generations, because there's 3 generations between
them.
Well, you can catch both of them in NA now through August 4th at Lincoln Center right here in New York.
Okay, yeah, we got to get to it. Thank you,
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.